welcome back to my channel. Welcome back for another video. So for today's video, I am actually going to be doing like, I guess like an honest review of the first 2 weeks of my DCP. As you can tell, currently in my car, I'm at my complex. It's just a lot of my roommates are here right now because a lot of us work night shifts and it's only about 1:20, so a lot of us are here right now. A lot of people moving around. I didn't want there to be too much background noise and all that kind of stuff, so I was like, I'll just go to my car. I do work today. I don't work till 4, I think is what it is. Yeah, I don't work till 4, so I've got quite a bit of time to film this. But yeah, I just wanted to give per se an honest review of the first 2 weeks of my DCP. I mean, it's what I was expecting, but not to what happened. So the first bit, so check-ins are on Monday, and Monday things went kind of smoothly, I guess you say. I have a whole vlog for that I'll put either up there or up there, whichever corner it is. But check-in went kind of smoothly. They ended up giving me the wrong key, so I had to go back, get the right key, blah blah blah. You can watch the whole vlog for the full story. But you go through check-in, you have your casting later that day, and then it literally is kind of just like the waiting game until traditions, because you don't have anything to happen. Saying it's kind of just like a waiting game the first little bit, because it's you check in Monday and then it's everyone doesn't have their traditions until Friday. So it's really just kind of alright, guess we'll wait. It is a lot more helpful if you have a car. I will say that. If I did not have my car and I was just kind of here just waiting around for Friday to come, because since I had my car, for example, I took that time to find out where Target was, where Walmart was, just getting to know the area right in here, finding out there's a mall not too far. So it's I know if I didn't have my car, I would really be sitting here just waiting for Friday, because I probably wouldn't use the bus. I mean, you could use the bus because it'll take you to Walmart, but at the same time, it's it really is just a waiting game. I will say the hardest to me day of the first week is probably, I would say, Thursday, because that is the day when it hits you. Literally traditions is the next day. Sorry, there's people walking around. I get distracted very easily, but literally traditions is Friday, and then Thursday you're just sitting there so bored. And I came where I didn't I didn't do linking up with roommates. So when I came, my apartment was already had everyone in it. I arrived by myself, and then this past week we had 3 new girls arrive. So I will do a whole video on later on what it's having random roommates once my program is over. So it's all my roommates had already started work, and I was the only person who freshly moved in. And then we had 3 girls getting ready to leave, so the little bit of free time they had, they spent packing. So Thursday is probably, I'd say, the day that's the hardest, because you're gonna get your pass to get into the parks the next day. So you're literally just waiting for your pass so that you can get into the parks. And not gonna lie, on Thursday I was definitely a little bit down, because it's just my parents had left Wednesday, and they left Wednesday. Thursday I was just really I literally sat in my room, and then I called my mom, and I was I'm so bored. I was I don't have anything to do, because I'd already unpacked, I'd already gotten groceries, I'd already explored. I didn't know how resort hopping worked, and I didn't want to do it by myself, so I didn't do that. Maybe someday in the future I'll do an actual video with that, but I was just I am absolutely bored. And that whole day I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And since it's still like the first week of like moving in, they have like welcome events every week, and it happens. Ours was on that Thursday. Again, link to my video. I'll put either the end or a card or something like that. Just say thank goodness for that welcome event, because I was just like really bored. I didn't know anyone. All my roommates were already working. And I did go to the welcome event. Obviously went by myself, and I can't speak for all of them, because I mean, I guess it depends on the kind of people who come. And it's really, again, another one of those things. It's what you make out of it. They have a DJ, they have pizza, they had, ours was Villains theme, so they had, Cruella de Vil and the Evil Queen, so they had that. They had, well, it wasn't like Villains theme, but I think it was like Hollywood theme, I think is the actual theme of it, because they had like a red carpet and like some other like little props and things like that, but they did have those two villains there. But, I mean, that really did help, because, I mean, it gave me something to do, and it was nice to go to that. And I did meet some people, got free pizza, so it was good. But then comes Friday, the day you have been waiting for, going to traditions. I didn't really film too much in traditions, because like they tell you right at the very beginning, do not film in this classroom. So I will say traditions is a lot of fun. I don't want to say like anything on here to like, because I don't know what some people know. And like, for example, my current roommate, she was asking me about traditions, and I just told her like it's really fun. And I was telling her, I was like, I don't want to tell you too much, because I'm like, I don't know what you know that happens, and then I don't know what you do know, so I don't want to ruin anything for you. For example, like something that I was thinking about, almost like slipped and told her, like she knew about that, but there was another part that she didn't know that I thought she knew about. But so traditions is so much fun. It's nice to finally be able to get into the parks. I will say, if you have early morning traditions, do not be mad, because here's the thing. You have an early morning tradition, so it's like you get it done, you get it over with, you get your pass, you can go to the parks the rest of the afternoon. Versus if you have an afternoon traditions, by the time your traditions ends, the parks are almost about to close, you only got so much time left. Yeah, so if you have an early morning traditions, do not be upset, I promise. My traditions, I think, was 8:40 in the morning. So I had that at that time. Got it done about, I want to say a little after like noon or something like that. So you get done with traditions and literally have the rest of your day. For traditions, for casting, I ended up taking the bus to casting, and I had made some friends there. So when I made friends there, we all had the same traditions, so it worked out perfectly. We ended up going to the parks with several other people, and it was good. And it's definitely nice to make some friends, because making friends definitely helps. And the next part would be going into training. So everyone's training is different. It all depends on your role, your location, all that kind of stuff. Say it depends on your training, because mine, like I had my traditions on Friday, and then my training immediately started Saturday, Sunday, Monday, versus some people's didn't start until Monday. So some people got to have like their weekend. Mine started immediately right after traditions, the next day. So it all just depends. Training, again, I can only speak for my role with training. But overall, whatever training it is, if you are in a position where you're going to have to work a cash register, you will have a day where it's like register training, where you have to learn how to work the cash register. They'll go over like money, because there are like international people here, so you have to go over the different kind of like forms of payment, like the different kind of cards they have for Disney that they accept. the discounts, the again, like 520s, 50s, quarters, all that, what they look like, because that is definitely a huge adjustment, getting used to like a new form of money. We have with ours, it's called Our Town, which is basically you get to know your location. They go over like different things you need to know. It's different for per area. They have different titles for it, but basically, like with Disney Springs, it's Our Town. Hollywood Studios, I don't know the exact name of it, but I mean, you're going over, kind of getting a tour of your area, just so you know. And then also on this training sheet, they tell you like, hey, like this is what you need to have when you come. And then at the bottom, they have like your 3 different, or however many different costumes you have. I have 3. Technically I have 4, but they only show 3 on there. Showing you like what goes with what on that sheet. I'm trying to think what else. I can't speak much on training because I'm just like, it really depends on your role, and I'm also still in training. I finished my training, I think, according to this sheet, I think I don't finish until Saturday. But I'm still in training, so yeah, training lasts quite a bit. It's about a week. All depends on like what you have, how much you have to go over. I have 4 different like stores, I guess you say. Like I'm in a Star Wars store, Marvel, well, superheroes, a candy store, and then also have to do like glow carts. So have 4 different areas, all depends. The second week is a lot better, I will say, because you do get to meet the people you will be working with. And everyone is super nice. Everyone understands you are new. They understand you are not going to remember everything. Let alone like where everything is, the exact protocol, how you're supposed to do this, how you're supposed to do that. For me, like probably the easiest thing so far has been like the register training to me, but that's also because I've worked in 2 or 3 different retail stores. I've worked in food. Like I have training with a register. Don't be worried if you get in a store that you do not know anything about the movie or the characters. So your coworkers will help you out. Let them know like, hey, I don't know much about this. That way they can kind of familiarize you with it and kind of take that into account that you don't know much about it. I don't want this video being too long, so I'm just gonna put like an end summary right here. So far the first 2 weeks I will say is good. It's what you make out of it. Once you get your pass into the parks, regardless if you have a car or if you're having to take the bus, I say go to the parks on your day off. If you have a shift, like later this week I have shifts that don't start till 6 o'clock. So I know I'm definitely going to be doing some sort of something, because just sitting here waiting until like 5 something to head on to work is just not going to happen. That's so much of my day gone. This is definitely one of those things, at the end of the day, it's what you make out of it. Of course, there's obviously certain things you can't like control, but I'd say so far it's been pretty good. I mean, I've only been here about like 2 weeks. I'll probably do another like update of like what I think once I get better familiarized with my work area and like all that, and have a better idea after 2 weeks. So I say it's been good so far. A lot of information, a lot of stuff to learn right in the first bit. Don't be worried if like you get a bunch of information and you don't remember everything, because they don't expect you to remember everything. It's a lot of information when you first come. So yeah, definitely subscribe down to my channel below. I will be having, I still have to do like apartment tour. I still have so many more videos planned, and also, my channel is not just going to be 100% Disney content. If you like college stuff, I have that on my channel. So, yeah, and it's not just gonna be while my DCP is going on, only Disney. Like, I'll have other things going on. So, yeah. I will see you guys later in the next video. I hope this was interesting. I hope you found it good. And I will see you guys later. Bye!